Part two of seeking justice. Still, what my attorney told me. He has a lot of experience, right? And so he told me about this experience he had. Unfortunately for the employee, the worker, it did not end well for them. They were mistreated in their employment. They went to my attorney for help, and my attorney put in the brief or whatever, in the motion, something, the words American Disabilities Act. And because he did that, the district judge or the district attorney, I think, filed a motion saying you can't do that. And then the judge threw it out. Somehow the judge threw it out because it had the words Americans with Disabilities Act, and it couldn't have it in there with another phrase. So this poor woman didn't get justice. Like, she spent all her time, money, effort, whatever. She was not. She was made unwhole by her employment, and the whole case got thrown out because he put in the words American Disabilities Act, and then he really advised, excuse me, about like making sure you don't have the words like if there's an employment dispute, like an arbitrator is going to come in, because he said that's horrible. Because as an employee, you can't, you're just a worker, right? You can't afford the arbitrator. It costs a lot of money, but the employer can. So who do you think the arbitrator is going to be in favor of? The person who paid 25,000 for a service, their services, or somebody who paid like 2,000 or didn't pay at all? So anyway, he had a case that was thrown out. She experienced discrimination, and I'm so embarrassed for Wyoming because of it, because she experienced the discrimination here at one of our most famous tourist spots. It was horrible discrimination. Her life was threatened, but the arbitrator's decision was that she got fired with cause because somebody had wrote a complaint about her. But the complaint was written as part of this conspiracy to harm her. So it got thrown out. This woman didn't get justice, right? So what did he advise then? What can he say? He's disappointed in the judiciary system. He thinks the justice system is broken. He works in the justice system and he sees how it's broken. And so, he said, what's our only recourse? And he's like, social media. Social media, tell your story. Get it out there, because that's going to invoke the change that we need. And that might be true. I could see where that might be true. But so far, social media hasn't made me whole, hasn't even tried to restore. Like, social media is not at fault. The, the perpetrator, the organization that caused this harm to workers, not just me, but to others. The organizations that cause this harm are not being held accountable. And maybe social media can do that. There's always more.